Hi, it's Natasha. Today I wanted to show you the Phonetic Zoo by IEW. That's the Institute for Excellence in Writing. This is their spelling program. I'm going to show you all the different components and tell you how this program works. You will get either the CDs, which look like this, or you can have them as an audio download, an MP3 download. Now, I do have the level A CDs, but my daughter that's going to be doing this actually tested into level B, and I did purchase the downloads for level B because what I did was I then downloaded those right onto her iPad, and so we don't have to deal with a CD player. There is a placement test, and I highly recommend that you take the placement test. So the placement test will tell you whether you should start at level A, which is really designed for 3rd through 5th grades, or level B, which is 6th through 8th grades, or level C, which is high school. However, that's just kind of the general recommendations. You really want to place your child at whatever level they actually place in. It will also tell you if your student is not ready for level A yet. And if they're not, it recommends that you do all about spelling before you jump into the Phonetic Zoo. So you will also get this little booklet that has all the teacher's notes, and I will go through this pretty thoroughly in just a moment. You will also get these Phonetic Zoo lesson cards, and you will also get the Spelling Zoo cards. When you purchase this program, you also get some downloads. So IEW is great about always including downloads when you purchase something. And so you get things like the Spelling and the Brain video that you can watch, and the MP3, and a zoo for the Phonetic Zoo cards. I actually have a video on that. I will link above so you can see what that zoo looks like. It's pretty adorable. If you have younger kids, older kids may not want to use it, but it's pretty cute. You can also download some spelling test pages. And so that is exactly what I did. I downloaded the spelling test pages. I printed out this spelling cover from Teachers Pay Teachers. It was a free download. And I had this spiral bound at Office Max. Now, every single page in this looks exactly the same. It's just literally a spelling test sheet. Now, you don't have to print these out. You can use a notebook and you can number 1 to 15 with the name, the date, and the score at the top. That's perfectly fine. I wanted to mention that IEW has a 100% satisfaction guarantee. You can return their materials at any time for any reason, and that is pretty unheard of. If you hate the program, send it back. If your student's spelling doesn't improve, send it back. If you just changed your mind, send it back. Really, they have the most amazing guarantee. They also have the most amazing support. If you have questions, you can call them. The people there have the best customer service I have ever seen. I'm not even kidding. How to use this program. You need the either audio CDs or the MP3 downloads, the large flashcards, and the set of small flashcards. You will also need either a CD player or something to play those MP3 lessons, and headphones. Headphones are extremely important for this program. You absolutely want your student using headphones. So here's a quick start guide. Preparation. This is for you, the teacher. They want you to watch the Spelling and the Brain. That's the download you get with this, so you kind of understand the program, understand spelling. Set up your spelling station, and with your student, listen to the introduction of the course. Then the lesson. You're going to teach the lesson, presenting the rule and exploring the discussion points provided in the teacher's notes. Present the zoo card and be sure your students know how to use the device to play and pause the audio. So it's talking about these cards right here. So these cards are used throughout all levels, A, B, and C. And let me flip real quick to the first lesson. Okay, so here's the lesson in the teacher book. It has the same thing that it has on these cards here. On the back, it has a rule, jingle, or hint. The student should memorize these. These are also on the audio component, so they will hear this over and over and over again. And then it has all the words for level A, B, and C for that lesson. Okay, and so those same words are listed right here in the teacher's book. So let me give you a little tip here. You can do this program without purchasing the audio. Okay, it's called their economy package. So you can literally, just by these, and you can do the program yourself by you being the one to say all these words and these jingles and all of that. However, this program really is intended for the student to do independently and to kind of take ownership of their spelling. So I really do recommend getting the audio, whether in CD or the MP3 format. And then it has some discussion points here for all levels, and then level B and C. And here we have the process of the lesson. Set up the paper, know how to use a CD player, take the test, rewrite the corrections, and compare spellings. Take the same test daily until the students achieve 100% twice in a row. Now that you've seen what that lesson looks like, let me go back to the quick start guide. Each day, they will listen to the lesson. The lesson will tell them the rule or jingle. It will also tell them the words. Now, it might go really fast for them at first, so they can pause it as much as they need to. So they can pause after each word so they can write it down. And then it will go through the words another time, and they are to write out those words again. Okay, so they will be writing the words out twice. So it will go through the words telling how to spell them, and so they will write those a second time. Then they will compare their work to the correct answers. They have to get 100% twice in a row to move on to the next lesson. Some more information here for the teacher, how to present the lesson. And after you have presented the lesson with these big cards, these little spelling zoo cards give the student a reminder of the rule. Whoops, okay, well I have them all mixed up, but here, I'll just show you lesson 2. All right, so the IE rule, and it has a picture for them to have some visual reminder, and then it has the rule, jingle, or hint on the back, but notice it doesn't have the words on the back. So the students get to keep these cards. They don't keep these because these have all the words, but they get to keep these cards. And if you're using the actual Phonetic Zoo poster board that I will link, then they actually can put these on their board when they've passed that lesson, and they collect a zoo of animals. So that's pretty cute too. But of course, older kids might not care about that and might not want to do that. So you don't have to. But I would still give them these cards because it does have these rules on them. It talks about the importance of the headphones, and I'm just going to read a little bit of this for you. So students who use this program with headphones will reap the greatest benefits. With headphones, the sound and the experience it provides are close to the ear, to the brain, and to the brain. Plus, there are no distractions or auditory interferences. It becomes a personal and intimate activity, making the goal of mastering a spelling lesson even more of an individual challenge. Use headphones. This just talks more about what I already said about they write the words once, and then the audio goes through the words letter by letter again, and so they write it again, and then they compare and correct. It says they may not catch their mistakes at first, and that's okay. So you want to make sure you're also checking too, to make sure that they're catching their mistakes. Again, it talks about 100% twice in a row. Every 5th lesson is a personal spelling lesson, and it says that the students should be responsible for collecting their own list of words. So in other words, in anything else they're doing in their homeschool or any writing that they're doing, they should pick out words that they have misspelled for their personal spelling lesson. Now, obviously, the personal spelling lesson will not be on the audio. So what you can do is you, as the parent, can actually record that just like it would be on the audio disc, or you can have a sibling do that. So it's totally up to you. It says that, personal spelling lessons are really important. However, if you would like additional spelling words for this lesson, or you want to make the program last longer, this book provides alternative leveled word lists for each personal spelling lesson. But they really do want you to pull words from their own writing, and they should actually be the ones to do that. So they are really taking ownership. At the end of the program, there is a final exam, and it's quite long, and it goes over that in the back here. So we have final exam for level A, level B, and level C. And at the end, it says that if your total is fewer than 63 correct, it means you do not yet know your spelling rules thoroughly enough. And so then they have to repeat this level. If they scored 63 or higher, they are ready to move on to level C. They might have to repeat this program. That's okay. This is really a mastery-based program. They need to master it before moving on. We get into why use the Phonetic Zoo. It's a multisensory approach. Spelling is sequential. How long will it take to complete all 47 lessons? I guess I should have mentioned that. There's 47 different lessons. And it says, again, that could take anywhere from 4 to 7 tries for them to get twice in a row, or it could take longer or less. This program will likely last more than a year for one level because there is 47 lessons. So even if they got through one lesson a week, that's still more than a traditional school year. So don't feel like they have to complete the level all in 1 year. They simply just keep going. So thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions, please let me know.